Hi, my name is Malcolm Clayton. I did the New Student Dialogue on religion. Um, we talked about a few different religions. We discussed the different views of different religions. We talked about the practices of the different religions and the severities of different religions when they have, radical Islam versus regular Islam. Apparently are very different. Regular Islam is like a religion that seems to be very peaceful and has no violence, according to some people, whereas radical Islam is very violent. Now, with that said, in the Quran, which is the Islam uh, Bible, basically, it says that to convert everyone in the world to Islam, and if you cannot convert them, to kill them. So, if you call that the most passive or peaceful religion in the world, which my instructor tried to tell me, I find that very interesting because I disagree. Secondly, we talked about Judaism and its relationship to Christianity, how it differs. Judaism is basically the first half of Christianity. It's the Old Testament. Um, Judaism believes up till Jesus, and they believe Jesus existed, but the Jews do not believe that Jesus was the Son of God. They believe he was just a prophet, and that's what they believe. Some of their practices are different. Some of their holidays are different. Therefore, they obviously don't celebrate Christmas. They celebrate Hanukkah, the 8 days that the oil burned in a lamp. Next, one of my instructors was atheist, and we discussed atheism. Atheism, to me, is basically just ignorance. If you truly believe that there isn't a God, you truly must be pretty blind, because it's extremely apparent in our world today that there is a God. He was not forceful about his atheism. Many atheists are trying to convert others to atheism. They're trying to show that or prove that there is no God. All try to prove that there's no God, but trying to make other people also believe that there is no God. He he basically could not answer a lot of questions most atheists can't, because nothing can there's so many things in this world that you can't explain without explaining them with the answer of God. God's a huge part of our world. He created it, and if you don't believe that, then you're just going to be lost, and you're not going to be able to figure out half the things in this world. Because there's no other explanation, because God did create them, and or the reason for them is because of God. Miracles do happen. We also talked about the different denominations of Christianity, really just the difference in Catholicism and other Christianity, such as Presbyterian or Southern Baptist and whatnot. And the other ones, Catholicism is much more rigid. They are to the rules by the books, and if you don't follow what they say, or what the Bible says and what the different scripts say, then you are basically in trouble with God. And the way to ask for forgiveness is to confess to your, I believe they call it, their priest. They got another name for it, but it's just their priest, and he apparently can forgive them through God. They work through him to God, whereas in the United States, where a lot of the other denominations became big, Baptist, Presbyterian, Methodist, they believe that you talk directly to God, confess yourself directly to him, and that's how you are forgiven. I personally am Presbyterian, and we believe that it's just through a relationship with God that you live in this world, that you become forgiven through that relationship, and you confess yourself to him. And even more than confessing, he knows when you've sinned. So it's just basically saying, I realize that I messed up, and this is what I did. And he's God's your God, but he's also your best friend. to put it in simple terms. All in all, the religion New Student Dialogue was real interesting and a lot of fun to discuss the different religions, and I enjoyed it. Thank you.